Today on the Driver's Corner, we are going to be talking about my 2007 Nissan Titan. Stay tuned. A lot of you have asked about my truck, and you see it in the background of a lot of my other videos, including when I towed the Corvette home, as well as when I towed the Jeep down to Florida for my oldest daughter. And so I figured, you know what, why ignore it? Let's chat about that truck. So I have a 2007 Titan. It is part of the first generation of Nissan Titans. Mine is the crew cab, so I have 4 full doors. They made it in several different variants. I'm not really going to chat through a bunch of that. If you guys care that much about the individual differences in the trim models and stuff, then the Google device is your friend. But I'm going to talk about the truck as a whole, what I use it for, and kind of what it is, and why I think it's a pretty fantastic truck. They made the same body style relatively without some very minor differences from 2004 all the way until 2014. So they released them in 2003 as a 2004 model to the public, and the Nissan Titan was the first full-size truck that Nissan had offered. And right off the bat, it was a pretty cool looking truck for 2004 and received like pretty good praise from people. They were excited about a V8 engine in a Nissan. All the Nissan Titans came with a V8, and they were one size fits all. There are no real hop-ups or anything on the engine. It's a 5.6 liter V8 and it gets the job done. I buy all my stuff used. I can't imagine how long a truck like this would last if somebody bought it brand new. I bought mine with right around 120,000 miles on it or so. I've got 186,000 miles on mine. It did have the notorious rear axle seal explosion situation that happened. Now that was under the previous owner's tenure with the vehicle, so I didn't really have to deal with that. And that is caused by a poor design on the rear axle vent. So you can fix that for about 20 bucks. And then you won't have that problem. If yours has high miles, it's probably already done it or it's about to do it. So just so you know, that is probably one of the major faults. I have seen some people complain about transmission related issues, but ultimately my truck has been really solid, other than the previous owner having to swap in another axle. So mine is a 4-wheel drive, so it has selectable 4-wheel drive. With a high and a low function, and all that stuff is still working perfectly. I use it pretty much every weekend during the summer as I drop my boat in and out of the lake, and I've had no issues with that. None of those electronics have gone bad. Mine does have leather interior, and I have some wear on the driver's seat that is pretty irritating considering the fact that the rest of the interior has held up pretty well. Some of the smaller plastic bits and pieces, the finish has started to wear off, as well as on some of the buttons or around the buttons on the steering wheel, which is a little annoying. But other than that, the truck has held up really well. The bed, mine came with the rail system in the back, and I don't use that, even though it's pretty handy, I guess, for some people. So I think that a lot of times with truck reviews or truck owners talking about their vehicle and why it's the best, I think you also have to kind of understand a little bit about what they use their vehicle for. So I daily drove my truck for a little while, just as like something that I drove to and from Home Depot and to work and back and picking the kids up from school. And then it kind of shifted into recreational, like tow vehicle mode. So I picked up something else to drive every day, and the truck kind of just sat for quite a bit. Other than every weekend, it would get driven to and from Home Depot or to take the boat to the lake or whatever. And so it shifted into work truck status pretty quick. And I think that honestly, it does a really good job at that. It may not be a diesel, it may not be the most powerful thing out there, but I can tow the boat to and from the boat ramp, 0 issues. I have no visibility problems. The truck, I don't even have the tow mirrors on mine. I can still see what I need to be able to see with that thing. I have towed a vehicle down to Florida and back on a heavy trailer. I have a car hauler trailer that I tow my other cars around, like to and from the bee blasting shop or when I need to pick something up, you know, when I'm buying a car that doesn't run or somebody can't go with me to where I can drive something home, like the time I picked up the Corvette. So it really doesn't have a problem pulling. I will say that on really steep inclines, like through some of the back hills in Tennessee with a heavy trailer, you know, 60 miles an hour is pretty much all it wants to do. The other thing is that they don't really tell you, and I don't have the manual for mine, so maybe they do tell you, but there's a tow mode button up under the dash. You press that, you put it in forward, get it out of overdrive, and the truck does fine. Like I mentioned earlier, gas mileage is pretty poor. The best I've seen on my truck is about 17 miles a gallon with the wind behind me going downhill. So if you're looking for gas mileage, then this full-size truck is definitely not that. But it's been super reliable. Like I said, 186,000 miles. The only issue I've had with the truck personally is I had an oil leak up at the front where the oil filter housing is, and it was like a $6 fix. It was a gasket that goes behind the housing, and that fixed it. Like, what are you doing? So overall, I mean, I still drive the truck all over the place. So for towing something like down to Florida, we drive that, even though we have newer vehicles with less miles. So I completely trust it. I think that for the value, so when I was buying my Titan, what else was I looking at? Well, I considered the Tundra. I've had lots of Chevy and GMC trucks, so obviously I kept a pretty close eye on those. And the Titan was a killer value. So mine was a 2007 with 120 odd thousand miles on it. And I bought it 2 or 3 years ago. And I picked it up for $7,500 from an individual seller. And equally mild Chevy trucks or GMC trucks were somewhere, you know, around 12 or 13,000. So it was like I could buy 2 Titans almost for what I could pick up one Chevrolet truck. And I know a lot of you guys are going to say there's a reason for that, but I haven't found it. So while you may not appreciate the styling or you don't want to drive a Japanese truck, my truck is actually the only truck made in America. So the Titans are built in America and by Americans. They're not built in Canada. They're not built in Mexico. Titan's built I think mine was in Louisiana. So I think my truck was built in Louisiana. So very cool. I've enjoyed driving it. I would buy another one in a heartbeat. The other thing that's pretty awesome about the Titan is that now the model I bought is, I can't remember if it's an SE. I think mine's an SE. Anyway, it has like fully loaded interior. The only thing mine's missing is a sunroof. I really wish my truck had a sunroof, but I've got leather heated seats. I've got premium sound. I've got power windows, including the rear slider that goes up and down, which is really sweet. I mean, rolling that down kind of makes me not miss a sunroof as much because I can take the back window down, open all the windows up, and just let the breeze run through after a day on the lake. So I did a couple updates to my truck. I did put a level kit on the front, so it's lifted a little bit in the front. I changed out the wheels to some 20-inch wheels and put the Wild Peak AT3 Falcon tires on there. What else did I do? Oh, I changed the headlights out to the newer style, like the 2014 style with LED bulbs, and tinted the windows and put the fender flares. Yeah, so I put fender flares on the truck, and it just kind of gives it a little bit of a meaner edge. Mine has a little toolbox on the side, which I keep a lot of my ratchet straps. And honestly, when I'm done towing, I usually take out the hitch and shove it in that box and it locks up. Overall, the wind noise and stuff is pretty low on the truck. It kind of drives like it does drive like a truck, but I've driven an Armada too, and I feel like they're very, very similar as far as the way they drive. They look similar as well. So I think it's a pretty luxurious truck for the money. You can't really go wrong, and you don't have a timing belt like some of the Tundras do. It's on a timing chain system, so maintenance is actually really low on these things. At the age mine's at now, being 13 years old? No, 14. Being 14 years old now, the Titan is starting to have
little minor niggles. Like my windows are really slow to go up and down now. And the other day my heater blend valve stopped working. I had to take it apart and grease it up and put it back together. But other than that, the truck has been pretty amazing. So I would buy another Titan in a heartbeat. I'm kind of waiting for those, the XDs with the diesel to come down in price where I can buy one with cash. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna hold on to my 2007 and keep on trucking, as they say. So I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for asking questions about my Titan. And if you want to check out any of my other videos about my Corvette, the 911 project that I'm working on, and hopefully in the summer when my daughter brings her Jeep back from Florida, we will be doing some projects on that. So I appreciate you tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.